These days.
Because there's only get
Oh,
well, I'll give you some.
no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I already did it this morning, that's why I don't want to do it.
I see. Thank you. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tough Cooking Training Live. I'm Anton. This is Rachel. And today we got a couple of really short exercises. Probably take about 10 minutes each set. It's called Blasters. Blasters is basically a concentrated workout on a specific muscle group or motor unit. And there's a repeating exercise. Like every other exercise repeats. So for instance, with the leg blasters, our repeating exercise are air squats or drop squats. For shoulder blasters, we're gonna hold plates, we're gonna hold dumbbells out to the sides and the quads. Okay, so those are what we call blasters. All right, we'll start things off with some body weight squats, lunges, and RDLs as usual. Okay, for 3, 2, and 1. Just push your butt back and low. Remember, we're just warming up, so you don't have to go too low. You don't have to go too, especially the speed. Now, there's several other blasters that you can do. You can do chest blasters, which is actually the genesis of the term blasters. Or you can also do core blasters. Repeating exercise, usually a 30-second plank hold. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Take a step forward lunge. And be careful with your form, as you all can see Rachel's perfect form, where her front knee is never past her shoelaces. Strive for that form if you can. Keep your core engaged. Pretend you're catching a football. Something that I'm afraid my tight end George Kittle from San Francisco 49ers will not be able to do this weekend against the New York Jets. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, along with 5 other starters on offense and defense. The team is nice out. Good. Now keep your knees slightly bent as you slide your hands down your legs. Now always keep your core engaged. Suck in your stomach, inflate your chest, roll your shoulder blades back, especially when you reach that good position. 10 more seconds. We're gonna go back to our squat position and add a reach in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet by shoulder width apart, hands by your sides. Push your butt back. Reach your right hand towards your left foot, and your left hand towards your right foot, making sure that you're always disengaged from that hinge or that squat. It also helps if you point your chin or you point your head to the direction that your hand is reaching. If you have a mirror in front of you, then you're probably tempted to just look straight at that mirror. 10 more seconds. We do the same thing for lunges. We do have time to add one more drill to this. We're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Take a step forward lunge. Now, some people also have difficulty with a step forward lunge. For those folks, I suggest you do a side step lunge instead. Nothing changes though, except the fact that you're extending your range of motion, reaching down instead of bringing arms up. 10 more seconds. Very good. Touchdowns is our next exercise. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Touch your right toe with your left hand. This is the reach version of the RDL. RDL is Romanian deadlift, of course. Something that we might be doing later on as part of our blasters. Now, because these exercises are mostly weighted exercises, it'd be very hard to add a body weight workout to these. But we'll try to modify those movements anyways. In 4, let's do one more. 3, 2, and 1. Back to squat position. I want you to place your right hand on the floor, reach your left hand close to the ceiling, and take it back. These are called windmills. Windmills, any movement where one arm is pointing down while the other arm is pointing up. For instance, instead of doing kettlebell swings, you could always do air squats. Or you could also do a power jack or even jumping jacks. We're going to do the same thing to lunges in 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, take a step forward lunge. Place that one hand on the ground, reach the other hand towards the ceiling. That's the windmill. We're gonna finish this off with toy soldiers. Very good. And again, this is just a warm up, supposed to help not hurt. If you're hurting, go too hard, or you drank too much. So try to keep it low and slow, okay? And in 5, 4, or ran too much like I did. 3, 2, and 1. All right, toy soldiers. It's not a leg. It's a leg raise. It's not a kick. Raise that leg as high as you can and touch it with the opposite foot. Very good. We use the toy soldiers in place of sit-ups or mountain climbers or any kind of hinging exercise or core exercise. This is mostly, not entirely core. Let's do this for about 10 more seconds. Now I'm going to explain the leg blasters. Rachel will explain the shoulder blasters on round 2 in 4. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. All right, so we got blasters. So blasters, we have 4 exercises. Exercise number 2 repeats every other exercise. So for instance, we can perform 20 kettlebell swings followed by 10 air squats, 15 burpees, 10 air squats, 15 ball slams, 10 air squats, and finally 20 jump squats. That's actually 5 exercises. 20 jump squats, 10 air squats. Now, what do you do if you don't have kettlebells? Okay, what you can do is you can do power jacks instead of a kettlebell. Okay, then you're just gonna follow that up with air squat. What if you don't want to do a burpee? I want you to do front lunges. Okay, front lunges. You can do 20 of them. And if you don't have a ball for your ball slams, you can do RDL. Okay, if you have dumbbells, you can do RDL or simply do side to side lunges. And of course, you can do jump squats or jump shots. Jump shots mean you're gonna touch your toes and jump up. We're gonna try to do 2 rounds of this. Okay. Target time is about 10 minutes for the 2 rounds. So we'll start things off with the kettlebell swings. If you don't have a kettlebell, I'm gonna perform the power jack in place of the kettlebell swings right now. Okay. So 20 power jacks for me, 20 kettlebell swings for Rachel. You're gonna do power jack, feet together, hands above the head. We're gonna do kettlebell swings, feet apart, kettlebell directly underneath you, starting 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is a power jack. Now we use the power jack in place of the kettlebell swing because of the speed. It takes about the same amount of time to do 20 power jacks as it is 20 kettlebell swings. So 7, 8, 9, 10 more. The one thing about intermittent fasting is that you tend to eat, 800 calories in 1 minute. That's going to last you all day, in my case. I think this is 17, 18, 19, and 20. I feel like I just ate lunch. Air squats. Hands by your sides. Now, unlike our warm-up squats, this is a little lower. I want you to observe Rachel's form as she tries to get her butt just below her knees. 10 only of these. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. I like to extend my arms in front of me. Helps me with the balance. Otherwise, I tip over. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Followed by 15 burpees. Now, you're wondering, why are we doing burpees on the leg blaster? Burpees is made up of 2 components. One is a plank and one is a squat. So what you can do is stick to the squat component. Okay, by doing 15 air squats, you go into the plank component. Okay? 4. And it's a plank, not a push-up. 5. You can add a push-up if you want to. 6, 7, 8. It's also got a core component when you scroll. When you recover. 9, 10. I'm going to add a push-up on the next 5. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, followed by our blaster, which is 10 air squats. Let's go. Now, the value of the blasters, guys, is you're using the blaster as active recovery. But active recovery simply means you're working while you're trying to rest. 9 and 10. Okay. So we don't have balls, sand balls right now. In place of the ball slams, the 15 ball slams, if you do, I want you to use your sand ball for 15. Otherwise, we're going to do RDLs. We're going to grab our dumbbells, or you can do lunges too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your dumbbells down. Good. 15 RDLs. You can use your kettlebell if you have a kettlebell. friend of mine from Northern California said he paid more than the weight of gold for his dumbbells. I said, I don't believe it. 1 pound of gold costs about $28,000, but okay. 9, 10, but most sporting goods stores are charging 4 times the original amount. These dumbbells should only cost you about 75 cents a pound. You're being 14 and 15. If you're paying more than $2 a pound, you're getting screwed. All right, followed by 10 air squats. Remember, we have that repeating exercise, the air squats. 4 minutes in, you can finish this in 5 minutes. 9 and 10. Rachel can always finish your air squats much faster than me. Now, 2 ways you can do your jump squats. Number 1, you can do a jump shot where you touch your toes and jump. Number 2, you can squat down and hop up. Okay? I'm going to do the jump squats. Rachel can do the jump shots. In 4, excuse me, 3, 2, and 1. What time did you have your lunch, Rach? 5, yeah, 19, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of course, we got that very stubborn air squats. This is our 4th set of 10 air squats. Ready? Let's go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. So that's round number 1 of 2. Took us 5 minutes to finish. We're on pace for 10 minutes. We don't normally do this for more than 2 rounds, especially if we have 5 exercises. Especially if we have 5 exercises. Okay. Starting with the kettlebell swings. Again, I'm going to do the power jacks. Rachel's going to perform the. Do you want to do the power jacks? We're back to the blasters. Second round. The leg blasters. Okay, twice. I'm going to do the kettlebell swings. Rachel's going to do the power jacks, where she's going to spread her feet, touch her toes. 20 kettlebell swings for me, followed by 10 air squats in 3, 2, and 1. Again, if you're putting together a gym or trying to buy exercise equipment, make sure that you have 2 pairs of dumbbells, 1 heavy, 1 medium, or 1 light. It will always be good to have a kettlebell because we do a lot of kettlebell workouts, not just swings. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This kettlebell we have is 26. Don't get those 70-pound kettlebells. I mean, you probably won't be able to swing it more than 2 times. All right, 10 air squats for me. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, followed by 15 burpees. I'm going straight through it. Feeling better now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Adding a push-up for the next 5. 15. Followed by 10 more air squats, straight into it. 2 minutes into the set. Followed by our RDLs again. If you have a sand ball, do 15 sand ball stands. Otherwise, just do 15 RDLs. How heavy should your dumbbells be? Whatever it is, whatever you got. Could be 5, could be 10, could be 15. Form is more important right now. 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. Where should you be feeling this? Hamstrings for sure. Glutes, not much your lower back. And 15, actually you'll feel this more in your core. Followed by 10 air squats. 20 jump squats. You can either do your jump shots, touching your toes, or you can do squat and a half. For 23. 10 more. Twenty. All right. Finish this with 10 more air squats, guys. Ready? You've gone a little faster than the previous set. You're only 3.5 minutes in. 8, 9, and 10. Good job, guys. Now, typically, the first set is always the worst set. That's why it's usually slower than the second set. It's fine. It's very normal. You're just warming up. Okay. So that was the leg blasters. If you don't know why we call it leg blaster, then you better do it again to make sure you know why. Right. Rachel's going to show us our shoulder blasters.
Okay, so for this lightest weight possible or no weight whatsoever, I'm being completely honest with you, if you have time, if we were to do this for 3 rounds, we might only get through 2 depending on how fast we do it. Only 10 reps. The only thing you need to think about is the number 10. First, we're going to start with standing flies, working the smallest muscle group, arms out to the side, and down, 10 reps. At your 10th rep, hold out, palms towards the front of the room or the front of the computer or the TV, 10-second pause. From there, we go directly into 10 more reps, using a larger muscle group, pushing the hips back slightly. So starting tall, abdominal one, pushing the hips back slightly, still going out to that wide position. If I were to come down, my hands are here, not here, slightly out to the large wide. 10, after 10 times, palms out, 10 seconds. Finally, the largest muscle group, posterior muscle group, a lot of the back and shoulders. From this position, abdominals on. 10, on 10, 1, out, come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can count like that if you can. Then you go directly into the next round. The goal is to do it for 3 rounds. 2.5, 2 pound, 1 pound. I have 5 pound plates here. That's me being ambitious. I also have a set of 2.5s here. I do plates. You have dumbbells, great. I just like to hold plates. It helps my grip strength a little bit better. That's it.
If you have 2 pairs of dumbbells, you can switch back and forth between the two. So for the flies, I'm comfortable with 15 pounders. Maybe for the first round, for the subsequent round, I might have. So we're going to start things out with lateral flies, okay? Upright. So basically, we're starting from 90 degrees to about 60 degrees to about 45 degrees, okay? Ready? In 3, 2, this is 10, right? And 1. Everything's 10. Including a pause.
So don't swing. Gently come up. Shoulder level. Halfway. 8 for me.
This is 10 for me, but I'm going to swap it with 10 pounders.
10.
So I'll still call it crucifix for obvious reasons.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touching the hips back. Soft knees. Abdominal long. Weight in the heels. 10.
Dumbbells just slightly above the knees. This hits the traps.
Oh, ow. Halfway for me. Ah! Here. Ah!
9 and 10. Alright. So hold my dumbbell.
And 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, last one. This is actually closer to about 100 million. So, 8, 9, and alright. Last of your pause.
8, 9,
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright. Okay, so I'll probably switch on over to the 10 pounder. Cleaner transition, plus I'm also getting blasted here. So same 4 exercises, alright? Starting with the upright fly. 3, 2, and 1. Also with that fly. You should feel this with your medial delts. The muscles are directly on your side. You should also feel this in your core as the dumbbells move away from your body. I think this is 6. 7, 8, 9, and I'm gonna try to hold it on the 10.
So what I'm noticing about a lot of people when they do these is they move the shoulders up first. That's not the goal. 3, 2, 1. This is demonstrating. They do this first. Not as much, but they do this first, and then they wave their arms. That's not the point. Relax the shoulders, pack the back down.
I like to start with my core actually, engage the core before you lock it up. I'm gonna do upright rows since I was feeling the bent over flies on my traps. So might as well try upright row. This is also medial delt, but mostly a trap workout. Alright.
All I know is that it hurts. I'm from the decade where you put something on a cut, and if it hurts, you're like, yeah, it's working.
Right? Like salt.
3, 2, don't move.
8, 9, and 10. And then finally bend over row. Or bend over flies. Now, as I suggested earlier, we do core blaster. Usually, our repeating exercise on blaster is a flank. Usually for about 30 to 60 seconds. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. Like I said, I like to engage first my core, then lift it up. Now, that being said, in anything where you're going to have to hold, don't force it. If you can only hold it for 6 or 7 seconds, let muscular failure take over and let your arms drop if you can, okay? All right, so we got one more set to go. I'm going to go back to my heavy dumbbell. I've recovered a bit, so now I'm feeling better. Same 4 exercises, okay? Starting with the lateral flies. You got this range. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Notice that I start with my palms facing my hips this way. The palms facing as a slight rotation. Hits the anterior delts as well. Your front delts. 8, 4, 9, 10. I will not be able to hold these 15 pounders. So I'm going to hold these 10 instead. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Upright row, I really like that exercise. This used to be a go-to exercise for me, but using a kettlebell instead of cables. As opposed to a high pull, you're not jerking if you're lifting it. 4, 5, and you're not dropping it. 6, you're letting it down. 7, 8, 9, and 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finally posterior delts and over row. These heavy dumbbells will also hit my lats and my lower back. Hey, it's right here. Thank you, ma'am. Can I have some more? Ten, disengage. Okay, last 10 seconds for me. You okay? You know, I'm feeling the same thing right there, right? Exactly where you're holding me. 8, 9, and 10. We are done. Great job, Rachel. Great job, everyone. So that was our workout for tonight. This evening, blasters. Remember, there's a repeating exercise, and you're focused on one part only. You don't have a full body blaster. Okay, that's called burpees. What we did is lower body blaster, which is kettlebell swings, air squats, burpees, RDLs and jump squats, and shoulder blasters, which is the 3 forms of flies: lateral, slightly bent, and bent over, with a 10-second hold of your elbows. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you again really soon. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a great weekend. It's starting to cool down. Smoke's starting to disappear as well. So please enjoy yourselves. Get out there. Have some fun. Thank you all. We'll see you again real soon. Woo!
I feel like the smoke's never gonna end.